Mike, what you up to today? Today is peanut harvest day. So today we planted those peanuts about 5 months ago, so we're going to give it a shot. We're going to dig them up, see what we have grown. Hopefully we have a lot of peanuts. Never grown them before, but let's take a look and see what we can get up out of the ground. Now before we get started digging these peanuts, I wanted to go ahead and show you this row of peanuts that I did plant back in May. I believe the row is about 20 feet long and the bed is 30 inches wide. So we're going to dig these peanuts up. First time growing them, we're going to see how we did this year, and hopefully we can fill up a pretty good sized bucket. But let's get to digging. Okay, here we go. We're going to start digging some peanuts. I don't know if a potato fork is really necessary. I've never, like I said a couple times already, I haven't grown these before. But I'm going to go ahead and try pulling on them and just seeing if they just come up that way. If not, we'll use the potato fork. So I'm going to give it a shot. Let's start down here in the front. I'm going to use the fork, I think. The plant's breaking away. So far, no peanuts. Oh, wait a minute. Here's one. Really small one. I'm going to throw them over here on this bed behind me, and we'll look through them here in a second. These plants in the front here are pretty small and weak looking. I think we'll do better once we start going a little bit further back. Man, it's really rooty. There's roots everywhere. Let me dig back here. Our plants are a lot bigger. Yeah, we got peanuts here. See all the peanuts? It looks like the potato fork is necessary because there's a lot of roots. It's quite entangled. Plus, I think this fork is going to be needed because I can see some peanuts that have fallen off the plants in the ground. So I'm going to have to sift this. So I think the first thing would be just to pull all this stuff out. Wow, a lot of roots. Yeah, see, there's a bunch of peanuts on there. I'm gonna dig a few more of these. There's some more. There's more. Some fell off. See, they're on the ground even. They're real white. Let me show you. See how white they are? Whoops. I think you have to let them sit out a while and let them, I don't know, dry out, I guess, a little bit. But anyway, I'm gonna dig these up and we'll look and see what we have. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get aggressive and just go down this bed and fork the edges of the bed. Stomp down, fork it, pop the ground up a little bit. So these plants will be a lot easier to pull up. I'm just amazed at the entanglement of all these roots. I didn't think they'd be this fine. I thought they'd be a little bit, I guess, a coarser root. Whoops. Bunch of them on there. It's been interesting. I'm really glad I added that peat moss because the ground is still quite a bit of clay in it where it's compacted some. It feels good though, the soil in the center of the bed, but here on the edges, there's still quite a bit of clay. So it's quite compacted on the edge. So I think if I'm going to do peanuts again, I really need to work the soil better. In other words, add a lot more peat moss, sand maybe, break the soil up, make it real nice and loomy. I think the peanuts will grow a whole lot better too. But I'm going to do, I decided I was going to show you how I was going to pull all these out. So I thought, well, I'll have to go ahead and video a little bit more and show you me just running up and down the row here on the outside edge and just popping that soil up, loosening it up. So we can get in here on the ground and start digging through it. Almost got it. All right. Now you see how I prepared it to pull that stuff out. Okay, I think right now I'm just going to grab the plants and just pull them up like this, and I'm just going to throw them right over here. Shake the dirt off them. Pull the plants that are easy to come up. So far, every plant that I've grabbed has got some peanuts on there. I think you're supposed to leave these out in your garden, let them, I guess the term would be cure them, let them sit out. But I don't know if I want to do that because I'll have every squirrel in the neighborhood coming over here and running off at all my peanuts. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these up and I'm just throwing them over here. But I'm going to take them to my porch. Keep them on the porch. So far I've got peanuts, I think, on every plant that I've pulled so far. Yeah, there's a bunch on there. Don't know if you can see them, but there's a lot on that one. And what I've noticed so far is, remember I told you the soil is a whole lot more loose here in the center. The plants have done a lot better. There's a lot more peanuts. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue to pull these out, and then we'll go through all that soil, because I think it's going to be like kind of like potatoes. You know, when you dig up potatoes, you'll miss them, and they're big. You have to constantly go through that soil, you know. And down here on the very end where the plants are really small, ground's harder, there's nothing there. I mean, if they're there, they're so small, very small. And my neighbor dog come over to visit. A few on there. But they look certainly a lot better in the middle, further down the bed. And forking it first is the thing to do, because that went a lot easier. Okay, plants are pulled out. Now we just need to get that fork and get down on that ground and let's sift it out a little bit. I see some peanuts laying on the top, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Well, I thought we would go through this soil together a little bit and we'll see what we can come up with. I don't think I'll video the whole thing, but here's one on the ground. Let's get in here and play, see what you can come up with. This is where the plants are real small, so I'm not expecting to find really anything much here. You can see how nice and loose the soil is now. Yeah, crazy. There's my neighbor dog. He comes for a visit every once in a while, comes to see what I'm doing. Help me find them peanuts. No, look in here. No, I don't want no sugar. You gonna come over here and dig? I'm the only one out here filming, so I'm talking away and you don't even see anything. But anyway, sorry about that. I got busy digging and forgot about turning the camera. But what I was going to say is this raised bed that I built this year for my root vegetables. I think what I'd like to do is build another one next to it. Maybe put peanuts in that next year. Get the soil real loose and airy. Yeah, that's it. So, that is it on the peanuts. And from what I can tell initially, on this little bed that I planted, there's not a lot of peanuts, honestly. I think I'm just gonna grab the plants, put them on the porch, let them dry there a week or so, pluck them off, and I think I'll have peanuts for one night only. But anyway, it was fun. It was fun to grow them and try them out. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a learning experience for me, of course. I didn't believe it. I can't believe how much roots, how entwined they are. But anyway, until next time, we'll see you, and I'll show you a follow-up with the garden, what I'm doing this fall and how it's progressing. So, thanks for watching.